Part 3. Directions. You will hear some conversations between two people. You will be asked to answer 3 questions about what the speakers say in each conversation. Select the best response for each question and mark the letter A, B, C, or D on your answer sheet. The conversations will not be printed in your test book and will be spoken only one time. Questions 41 through 43 refer to this conversation.
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late. The traffic on 35E was impossible.
Really? But it's not even rush hour.
I know, but it's summertime and there's a lot of construction.
Well, anyway, I suppose we shouldn't waste any more time. We've got a lot of work today before the big presentation tomorrow.
Oh, I cannot wait until it's all over and done with. I have such a fear of public speaking.
What's there to be afraid of? You know the material better than anyone in the class.
It's all mental. It has nothing to do with the material. But whenever I stand up in front of other people, I start trembling. My mouth goes dry, I start stuttering, and I also fidget with my hands.
Now you're making me nervous. We better practice a lot. Certainly the content is more important than delivery, but people need to understand what you are saying.
Okay, let's finish putting together the last of the pages for the PowerPoint presentation, and then we'll rehearse until it's perfect. If I say the presentation enough times, I think the words will flow easier tomorrow.
Okay, let's get cracking.
41. What is the reason for the traffic on 35E? 42. What is at fault for the woman's nervousness? 43. What, according to the man, is the most important part of the presentation? Questions 44 through 46 refer to this conversation.
Joan, have you seen the night file? It was on my desk this morning, and now it is nowhere to be found.
I think Meredith said she wanted to look it over before the meeting with the administrators tonight.
Well, where is Meredith? I haven't seen her for a while now.
I think she's out for a few hours. She said something about meetings at the other office. I'm not sure, to tell you the truth.
I'll have to call her on her cell, and I really need that file. I need to have it memorized by the meeting tonight, and I haven't even glanced at it yet.
Okay, call her. But be warned, she always turns her phone off when she's in meetings.
Oh, no. Well, I suppose it's my own fault for saving it until the very last moment. She probably assumed that I had already looked at it, considering it's been in my possession for the last 3 days.
So what are you going to do if you don't get a chance to read it?
Wing it, I guess, and let Meredith do most of the talking.
44.
Why does the man want to find Joan?
45.
What is the man upset about?
46.
What will the man probably do at the meeting tonight?
Questions 47 through 49 refer to this conversation.
How did the interview go? Do you feel confident?
I honestly have no idea what to think about the interview.
What do you mean?
I was extremely nervous. My palms were sweaty and I stuttered on almost every question.
You don't strike me as the type of person who gets flustered.
I usually don't. But this man was so intimidating. He had such an arrogant presence to him. After the question, he leaned back in his chair and crossed his arms as if he had just dared me to answer a question and expected me to fail.
I'm sure that was just his strategy. He probably wanted to observe how you handled pressure.
It really threw me off guard. I really wish I could have come off as more confident.
Well, don't forget that the decision is not entirely dependent on the interview. You have an outstanding academic record. You did an impeccable job on your application, and I have no doubt that your references will sing your praises to them as well.
47. What effect did the interviewer have on the man? "48. What, besides the interview, could help the man get the job? 49. What is the woman's opinion? Question 50 through 52 refer to this conversation.
Here it is. Carousel A. And it says right here on the monitor that this has the luggage for flight 532 arriving from New York.
It sure is crowded here. We're going to have to really push and shove to get to our luggage.
Well, we don't have to be at the convention center for another 3 hours, and both the hotel and the center are only minutes away from the airport. What do you say we go and get some coffee over at that coffee stand in the corner?
That's a good idea. We can let the crowd die out a little bit and then come claim our luggage. Plus, I'm falling asleep. I could really use a caffeine kick.
Let's go then. My treat.
You don't have to do that. Let me get it.
No, I insist. Consider it a small thank you for letting me ride with you to the airport this morning.
Okay, but I'll get the coffee on the way back.
Deal.
50. Where are the two individuals? 51. Why are they going to get coffee? 52. Why does he want to pay for the coffee? Questions 53 through 55 refer to this conversation.
Excuse me, is this Dr. John Evans' office?
It sure is. Do you have an appointment?
No, actually. His name was given to me by a colleague. I've been suffering from insomnia for the last few months. I've gone to MDs and taken herbs, and nothing seems to work. I thought a psychologist might help me work through the stress that is causing the insomnia.
That sounds like a reasonable solution to me. Now, Dr. Evans is booked every day, so I'm afraid you can't see him without an appointment.
I figured that much. I just came to the actual office instead of calling because I was in the area. Can I make an appointment with you then?
Definitely. We'll schedule you first for a half-hour consultation. After that consultation, Dr. Evans will suggest how often you should come, and we'll schedule accordingly.
That sounds good. When can I get an appointment?
Usually he's booked for weeks straight, but fortunately for you, he just had a cancellation for this Friday at 2. Can you make it?
I'll be there.
53. Who referred the woman to Dr. Evans? 54. Why does the woman want to be Dr. Evans' patient? 55. When will she actually see Dr. Evans? Questions 56 through 58 refer to this conversation.
You know that you are a valued employee, but lately your efficiency has slowed down.
I'm sorry, but I've just had a baby.
I understand that, but as your boss, I need to hold you accountable for your work.
With all due respect, I've just won a big case. Where I am slacking is at home with my son.
56. What kind of worker is the woman normally? 57. Why has the woman's work behavior changed? 58. To what does the woman want to dedicate more energy?
59 through 61 refer to this conversation.
It looks so different.
Well, we wanted to be completely comfortable inside our house when we retire.
How did you afford it?
The kids are on their own now, and we're no longer paying for tuition. Also, Mark inherited money from his father.
You've always worked so hard. You deserve a comfortable retirement.
59. What did the woman just do? 60. What is not a reason explaining why the woman has more money? 61. What does the man think?
62 through 64 refer to this conversation.
Work was exhausting today. I was in surgery for over 5 hours.
I'm just relieved we are done and out of the hospital. Sometimes I feel like I live there.
I feel like we live at this bar. We spend more time here than our homes.
Because there is housework waiting for us at home.
Good point. Let's get another drink.
62. Where is this conversation taking place? 63. Who are the man and woman? 64. Why are they staying at the bar?
65 through 67 refer to this conversation.
The elevator is going to be repaired tomorrow.
It's about time. I can't imagine having to walk up 7 flights of stairs another day.
I know. My apartment is on the 10th floor.
At least we've gotten some exercise.
I suppose. Okay, we better get to the stairwell.
65. Where is this conversation taking place? 66. Where is the man's final destination? 67. What does the woman see as positive?
Questions 68 through 70 refer to this conversation.
Will the company give me money in advance for meals and transportation?
Unfortunately, no, but they reimburse you almost immediately. Just keep your receipts and fill out the paperwork.
What paperwork?
You're meant to record all your expenses so they can keep it on files for taxes. You can pick them up at the front desk.
I'm so glad I ran into you.
68. Who is the man in relationship to the woman? 69. What does the woman not have to do? 70. What is the nature of the man and woman's meeting?